Homesteading is exciting. You have your garden, your animals everywhere, maybe some sourdough starter that you've been feeding on the daily. But if you jump in too fast, it can get overwhelming. Hi, I'm Becky, and I'm here helping you, busy moms just like yourself, on the road to self sufficiency, no matter where you're at in your homestead journey. Whether if you're a beginner, you're in a suburban neighborhood in an apartment, or if you already have some land. Let's talk about 5 tips to help you enjoy this lifestyle and not be overwhelmed. Number 1 is always going to be to start small and build slowly. You don't have to do it all at once. Always start with one thing. So we have this one plant, this one thing you really want to harvest, this one animal that you really want to own. Learn everything you can about that animal, about that plant. Learn what ails it, what things you need to take care of it when it comes to animals, like what kind of shelter does it need? Is it a herd animal? Do you need more than one? What kind of food does it eat? What kind of environment will it thrive in? Learn everything you can about that animal or that plant that you're wanting to grow, and make sure that you can be successful with it before moving on to the next thing. You don't need to buy chickens, start a whole full-fledged garden, and start canning everything all in the same week. Number 2, prioritize what matters most to you. What's going to benefit your family on this homestead? What's going to benefit your lifestyle right now? What kinds of things should you grow? What kinds of things should you learn about that will help your future? For instance, maybe it's going to be more beneficial for you to learn how to grow microgreens and sprouts than trying to impregnate your goats and start milking them. There are some aspects to homesteading that make sense, but maybe just don't make sense right now. So choose your passion accordingly, and remember that you can always add on later, and you can always go towards these other passions later on. This is a journey. This is not a race. There's no end in sight. This is something that will be ongoing for you, and you still can add to your life later on with whatever animals or projects that you want to tackle. Number 3, embrace good enough. Your house doesn't have to look like farmhouses on Pinterest or on Instagram. Your chicken coops don't need to be painted pretty green and pink and have curtains in your coops. I mean, if you want it to look that way, okay, sure, go for it. But it doesn't have to be. It needs to work for you and your family and your lifestyle. Your garden doesn't have to be weed free to be productive. Sometimes your chicken eggs will be poopy. They don't always come out nice and clean. They don't always lay in the cleanest areas, and that's okay. And remember that failure is a part of learning, and as a homesteader, you will continue to be learning the rest of your life. So there will be failures that you will experience the rest of your life, and that it's okay. You need to embrace it and realize that is just part of the journey, and now you have ideas on what not to do and how you can make it better the next time. Number 4, create routines, not chaos. That is definitely something that has helped me over the years, is creating a routine that works well for my family. I do all my meal planning on one day. I do my garden care on a different day. I have routines set up to make things simpler for my family so it's not taking me away from them, such as like my animal chores, turning on my irrigation, taking care of the garden. All of these things I have set in place so that it works well with my lifestyle and it's just not completely chaotic. Don't get me wrong, when I go to milk my goats, it's chaos. They're screaming, I'm screaming, we're all screaming, but it's part of the routine, and it makes the night, I guess you can say. You can start a to-do list, but make sure that it doesn't swallow you whole. You can keep a list of things that you know need to be done or projects that need to be done, and maybe choose 2 a month to work on, and then always make sure that you're setting family time aside so that you guys are doing things outside of the homestead as well to build those relationships. Number 5, rest is a part of homesteading. Sometimes it feels like you're go, 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 and especially during certain seasons, depending on what kind of things you're harvesting, what kind of animals you have, it really is go, go, go to try to get everything prepared into fall and going into winter. But rest is part of homesteading. Even the land rests in the winter. Make sure you're giving you and your family time to rest accordingly. Like I said, planning outings outside of homesteading can count as a rest day. Maybe just go for a picnic at your local river or a park, or maybe get out there and go for a walk. Yes, usually our lives revolve around homesteading, but there are going to be other aspects of your life that doesn't include your land or your homestead. And to make sure that you give you and your family time to rest so that you don't burn out. Giving yourself permission without feeling guilt, because your rest is just as important as taking care of your homestead. Homesteading isn't about doing everything all at once. It's about building a sustainable rhythm that works for you, your land, and your family. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.